And we're live.
Oh my goodness. You barely made it from the bathroom. Before the Facebook warning came
up. I'm fashionably late.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay, good morning, everyone. It is August 26, 2022. And
boy.
This is the Ragin to the Vlogs.
Oh my
All
goodness.
right, Daphne, you ready for this?
Just hit it. Let it go. Let's go.
Egoraven returns to Kickstarter in its first trade paperback, collecting issues 1 through 4 in one full-color volume. Egoraven, Heir of the First Unicorn, is the story of a unicorn princess exiled into the mortal realm after she is betrayed by her elf prince husband-to-be. Dragons overtake her kingdom, and how she trains to become a knight with the help of an unusual trio of blacksmiths. It's a mature audience telling of the classic hero's journey with a soap opera twist, so check out Egoraven, Heir of the First Unicorn, Volume 1 today.
Come get some.
Woo!
You're awake now. Yeah, I know. We're all awake. So just to let everybody know that we will be appearing on CromCon on Sunday, right? What time on Sunday are we scheduled for?
I don't know. Maybe Pops will show up and tell us. I think it's 8 p.m., but I'm not sure. It might be 7.
Okay. Right.
Don't hold me to it. We'll find it. Just watch CromCon Sunday.
Right. Yeah, I know that we are scheduled for it. We're
going to be there. Just I never know what time.
Yeah, Nita was cleaning out the office again, and she the second she moves her schedule pad, it's like, okay, we don't know anything.
we don't know anything. But we're going to take care of that.
Yeah, we're going to do that. So, oh my goodness, welcome everybody to another episode of Ragin to the Vlogs show. Oh my goodness. It is Friday already. Good morning. Good morning. It is Friday already. We're at the last. Hello, John. Hello. Yes. Yes, we will be talking about that, Marvy. Yes. So yeah, I had no idea this was pretty much the last full week of the month.
Yeah, no, I got slapped in the face when you were live. I was like, holy shit.
I know. It's like I've just been trying to get all this work done. And it's like, you know what? I can't even say. It's like, where did everything go? It's like, look, we all know how it goes, right? The weeks are long, the years are short type of thing, right?
Oh yeah.
So who's in the chat? So you were showing
everybody.
John,
okay, John Celestri, Tina and Rodney, Okafern, Rob Multari, Tanner is there, my husband's there, Heather is there at the airport. Marius and Glenn. So
there you go. Everybody is in, and yes, and welcome to the 10 people who are watching us from regions beyond. It's like, I always have to say it like that because there's that eyeball. There's the eyeball with the number next to it, and it's like, it's like, so it's very mystical. So it's like, yes. So thank you everybody for joining us today. We're hoping that we'll have a very interesting chat, a lot going on this week. So let's get it started. Hello, my name is Daphne Lage, and I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic book artist from New York. Let me get my cards here. Right, I've been self-publishing comics since 1992 because I don't know any better. And I am known for the funny animal fantasy adventure Tall Tales. Which I mean, what can I say? This is the baby that started it all. So so Tall Tales. And I am also known for the medieval fantasy soap opera drama Egoraven, Heir of the First Unicorn, a project we love now on Kickstarter. You all guys, all of you guys know what to do. Link in the show notes below.
Will be.
Yeah, exactly. You can read both my comics online at Tall Tales, TAILS online.com and egoworks.com, EGOWORKS. And you can check out all of my videos on how I make my comics here on YouTube at my own channel at Daphne Lage, Lage Art, which also simulcasts through the Indie Comics Network. So make sure you subscribe, you hit the notification bell, you hit the thumbs up button, you do everything that makes the algorithm gods happy. It's like in that way also you get notified whenever any of our shows go live, and we have a whole plethora of shows for you to check out pretty much every day during the week. We have a show that everyone can watch. So So Nita, take it away.
My name is Nita Lanning. I'm the CEO of Ragin 2 Promotions, the parent company that brings you Indie Comics Network on YouTube and Indie Comics Promotions on Facebook. I am a writer, vlogger, blogger from Southeast Louisiana. You can find me Monday and Fridays here with Daphne Lage, and it is not Monday.
Right. Oh, there we go. See the post-its. Yeah, it's like I had to scramble during the intro to find my cue card because I don't know who I am without my cue cards. Oh my goodness. So what's in housekeeping before we get started?
These are not in the show notes yet. If somebody has a wrench, if you throw these links, I appreciate it. If not, they will be in the show notes once we publish. Rob Multari is in pre-launch for Snowpaw, so make sure you head over there. This is Snowpaw issue 2. First one was phenomenal. Interior arts by Mog Park. Beautiful, beautiful book. Check it out. Corey Hardiman at Ignore Comics has I guess it would be a prequel to Sister Mercy, Hope and Sin. This is an erotica that is spicy. Check it out. Also on Kickstarter, parents, pay attention. You're always asking for all ages.
Yes, definitely.
It's time to show up and back it. You want to keep seeing all ages? Let's promote and freaking support these guys. You got the Misadventurers. It's on Kickstarter. The link will be in the show notes. And of course,
yeah,
get it, my girl.
Wow.
Go for it, Daphne.
Quick. Well, Egoraven, Heir of the First Unicorn, Volume 1, now on Kickstarter, collects the first 4 issues of the series. In its first trade paperback, and like I said, it is now a project we love on Kickstarter. The launch went. I was not expecting the launch was wild. I was not expecting to fund within 45 minutes. We are now on track to unlocking the 3rd stretch goal on the campaign. Can we do it by Monday? Can we do? So the next stretch goal is the 2nd art print that I have available. It's an art print of Egoraven and Orchid. I know you want this in your physical pledge packages. So so pledge today. There's still plenty of time to pledge, but why wait? Let's get that stretch goal unlocked by Monday. That would be very, very nice to see. So and what else?
We got one coming up. This is so important, y'all. Please pay attention to this.
Oh,
JD has a sign-up page.
Oh my goodness!
I'm going to put the link in the show notes. Head over there and sign up today. He's launching not next Monday, but the following
on September 5th.
September 5th. Monday, September 5th.
And look, and you know how hard it is to get that guy to put out a launch page.
Just head over there and just do it. Click his button. He needs it. He needs it.
Exactly.
And then we get this junk.
Right, exactly. And with all these Kickstarters that we're running, it's like, send your books in style in a Gemini mailer. And what better way to do that than to save 5% on your next Gemini mailer order using our coupon code Ragin2. It's like keep your mail carriers from making origami out of those expensive books that you buy off of Kickstarter. Yes. I know. And if you have any questions, a comment, you want us to talk about something specific on the show, you have any ideas for us to talk about, email us at raginabc@gmail.com. And pretty much we will answer. It's like if you're not in the chat throwing questions at us, you can do that in the email as well.
Yeah. So. and it being the last Saturday of the month.
Oh, yes, exactly. Yes, super sexy Saturday. It's the last Saturday of the month. House of Bob Drawing Night Stream, where me and Nita run a show that's not quite appropriate for the day crowd. However, it is at a new, earlier time because I need to get to bed.
We tired.
We tired. So, from Saturday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., we are running an adults-only live stream where the topic is going to be the concept of aesthetic sexuality, how everybody is hot but nobody is horny, and what the F is going on with that, while I draw some artisanal furry pornography for you. And also I have an announcement that I'm going to be I'm going to have my English, it's there somewhere. I have an announcement for the House of Bob show. So make sure you tune in at 8 p.m. To check it out. We're just getting warmed up, Mike Jimmy. You know how it takes us a little bit of time.
Good morning, Jody.
Yeah. A lot going on. I'm currently working on my pages, trying to get them done for the flatters. I told her I would have another 8 pages done for her. That's what we're going to be talking about.
We're going to talk about that because the truth of the matter is everyone's horny, but they just don't give it to us.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been kind of getting through my pages. I need to get these 8 pages done so I can give the flatters, get them to the flatters this weekend. I was hoping to have them by Saturday, but I think she'll be lucky if she'll have them by Monday. I think I'm going to squeak it, by Monday. But these are pages 17 to 24 of Egoraven issue 6. I have half the book flatted already, so production is just going along. Probably not the schedule that I wanted, but it's going along. So you know what?
Oh, you've come a long way since that panic attack.
Yeah, exactly. It's really, I really did have a panic attack about this. So I'm trying to keep myself grounded and and kind of keep a realistic eye as to the big picture, but at the same time, it's I don't want to get too overwhelmed by the big picture and worry about what's in front of me right now. So right now, 8 pages. And what's funny too is that since I started inking this issue, I guess it's been a little bit since I've actually inked pages, that it feels like I'm relearning how to ink my own stuff, which is kind of weird. I actually had to change the type of pens that I was using and everything because my rapidographs were kind of acting up, and I had to move on to multi-liners, which honestly, I'm getting better results from. So, just kind of tweaking it a bit. Also for the fact that the book is in full color. So this is actually the very first time. This is the first comic that I'm inking specifically for color. I've done some test short stories, kind of working out of style, but this is really okay, this is how I have to ink for color. And it's a little strange. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but so far everything is good. Probably by the 7th issue, I will probably have my groove on it. But it just goes to show you that no matter how long you've been doing this, There's always something to learn. And there's always something, you know, in the end, that's what it boils down to. There's always something. Always. So what you've been up to, Nita?
Promotion.
Really? It's just the train just keeps moving, right?
Yeah, I would say that Kickstarter season is in full fucking swing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that's the thing. It's like usually like it's kind of funny how the summer is Kickstarter season.
Right.
I guess, you know, I guess it's like, because what do you think that is?
I think it's the rush, because everybody knows in a couple of months we're going to have to take a break. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you do your shit now or you wait till January.
Right.
So
yeah.
It's like everybody's scrambling to try not to overlap all the campaigns, which is like, I saw somebody yesterday. Okay. I'm not going to name names or anything, but somebody was a real asshole to somebody else about their campaign launching during someone else's launch. Okay. And it's like, okay, bro, there are so many of us.
Right.
Like, for a very limited space, there's only so many fucking days. And while we make
exactly.
Nobody has time to fucking, like, these guys building the calendars to set up when you're supposed to launch. And fuck that.
Right.
If you're ready to launch, do it.
Right. Yeah.
I get so freaking tired of it. No, they don't stop, Rob. They do go year round for sure. But this is a peak. It's like, holy crap, I've got jobs fucking falling out of the sky right now.
Which is a good problem.
It's a good problem to have for sure. But just y'all quit bitching.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Fucking whining like a little tit. If you don't think your book's good enough to compete with somebody and they launched on top of you, boo-hoo. I mean, come on.
How about this? It's like, how about
not a competition?
How about, it's like, hey, let's trade links. You know, it's like, how about that? You know, it's like,
instead of stabbing each other in the back, why don't we reach out and be happy for one another? But no, there's so much controversy, and it's like, really, dude, let's go back. Let's be old school. Can't we all just get along?
Oh my God.
Imagine how much more peaceful and less stressful it would be if we weren't so worried about who's talking to who and who's doing what. And this guy's playing with this guy. He can't be my friend. We sound like fucking elementary school kids.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's like,
these are not lockers. These are doors to our homes.
Right, yeah. I'm not going to keep track. I mean, and it's ridiculous. It's like, who are we going to be keeping track of? You know, it's like, oh, I can't schedule. Right, exactly. Cross promote.
So simple.
You know, it's that simple. But
absolutely,
what it is,
please share our video.
Yeah, and declare yourself while you're at it.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, but I think a lot of people take too seriously this whole thing. Oh, we're all competition. And it's like, no, we're not. You know, I mean, it's like, you know, it's like, I'm not competition to Brian Pulido any more than Brian Pulido is competition to me. I mean, it's like, look, we're just happy to be
running a campaign at the same time.
Yeah, well, because Pulido is always running a campaign. If I waited for Pulido to not run a campaign, I wouldn't run a campaign. I couldn't run a campaign. So it's just ridiculous. It's like
that's my little rant.
You know,
I know we have a topic for today, but I'm like, I'm feeling petty.
Well, here's the thing. Well, okay, so you know, and we do have a topic for today. So it's like, so Nita, what was the last thing that you purchased that you felt was an investment in what you're doing?
The very last thing?
Yeah, the most recent thing
an editorial video program for dispatches from outside the box.
Oh, I mean, it's like
you uses to compile the intros.
Oh, it's like, do you care sharing the name of the program?
Fuck. Hey, what's the name of that program we bought?
What?
What's the name of the program you just bought? Something editor. Well, I'll post it.
Is it Cyberlink Power Director?
It might be. It's something editor. It's like $20 a month.
Right. Okay.
So,
because I use a Cyberlink Power Director, which I pay for the 365 version, which is a, you know, because you know how it is, everything's a monthly subscription, but at least I always get
We Video.
We Video. There we go. So yeah, which I'm sure is a subscription service.
It's a subscription. It's $20 a month for the program he uses, but I consider it a necessity because anybody that's ever watched Dispatches from Outside the Box, he creates these montages at the
right, yeah.
And I really think that it's what makes the show. And
I'm really impressed by them when he does these montages.
That was the last
thing.
Yeah. And before that, it was the pro account for the StreamYard.
Right. There you go. So the last thing that I bought, the most recent thing that I bought to kind of like invest in what I'm doing here is I bought a boom arm for my microphone.
That's next.
So it's like, so I have it I have it set up. So it's like, so I was able to get my microphone off here. I can, if I just like turn, so here we go. So it's like WKRP in Cincinnati. It's like, so I have so I bought a boom arm for that, and and it's like, what was it? It was like $30. It was a whole kit that came with I don't know, all this other crap that I'm using on the other microphone for voiceovers. And to record audiobooks. It's like the setup is ridiculous now. I have like the sound. I mean, so I was just really surprised at how much space a microphone takes up.
No, seriously, like I'm kind of jealous because I totally want a boom.
Right.
Because this is not very big, but this
it's not.
takes up probably a cubic foot of square of space.
Really,
which is a lot of space on my desktop.
I took this off the desk, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, it's like half the desk is back.
I know, right?
It's like I didn't understand how this little thing, you would think the footprint is not that big, but it does take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
So this was really so this was worth it. To get everything off the desk. And also it's like, it's kind of nice having the microphone closer. And then I can adjust it to wherever. If I'm on the drawing table, I could just turn it and just turn, and it.
Right. No,
I don't know. It doesn't sound like I'm screaming. I have to scream because the microphone is all the way over there. Now it's like, it's actually right here. So I don't have to. So it doesn't sound like I have to open up, like I'm opening up a window just to talk to everybody, So speaking of investing in ourselves, so a conversation had popped up, and Marvi had hinted at it in the chat. So Clip Studio Paint.
Talk about an expense.
Oh yeah, invested in a bigger vehicle.
Investment.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You could afford to make.
No, for real. It's like if you go to conventions a lot, I mean, that's literally something like, I live in New York, so people in New York never don't learn how to drive. So but exactly. Like that. This is the type of thing. But like, every time I look at a car now, it's like if we were ever to get a car, the first thing that I look at is like, how many boxes can this thing hold? How's the trunk space? Can I put a display in here? Like, really, it's like that right. Becomes like a real thing we have to think about. Because it's like, look, New York Comic Con's coming up. I'm already seeing people asking me about how do you maneuver going to the Javits Center in New York with all your shit. And it's like, Godspeed, my friends. We live here, and I hate doing that. Going through the train system with all your books and displays and shit, that it's like, I'm too old for that shit. So Clip Studio Paint came up in conversation on Twitter, and we all know that conversation on Twitter means everyone got hysterical. So what happened this week is that Clip Studio Paint, the I guess the rival to Adobe Photoshop, but it's a good rival because Clip Studio Paint is originally, I think, like a Japanese program that was built specifically for manga artists to do their work.
In fact, wasn't it manga something to begin with?
Yeah, it was originally called Manga Studio something, or Manga Studio Paint, whatever. And then they changed their name to good luck with parking. Manga Studio something, and then they changed it to Clip Studio Paint. And this is pretty much the premier program for comic book artists.
Right.
If you work digitally, a lot of people use it. And what also made Clip Studio Paint special is that you were able to buy it outright. Unlike a lot of other programs now, it's like, remember back in the day where you could just buy a program and actually own it, and that's it. Now, you can't even do that with Microsoft Word anymore.
You can't even do that with a video game anymore. Everything's
right,
DLC.
exactly. So yeah, exactly. It's like you pay $80 for the initial game, but if you want it to actually work, you have to pay a subscription.
And if you want to win, it's going to cost you like $300 before it's over.
Right, exactly. So it's like, Clip Studio Paint made the decision that it was going, instead of being able to buy the program for a flat rate, which technically you still can, but we'll get into that in a minute. But that's what made it special, as opposed to Adobe, which you're paying a subscription service to get access to all of the programs.
Right.
Clip Studio, you could just pay for and own it. Well, this week they announced that they are now moving to a subscription model. However, it is a little limited. So you can still buy the program outright. However, if you want updates, you have to pay a subscription for those updates. Now, of course, Twitter being Twitter, there was the lamentations and the gnashing of teeth.
Let me rip my clothes. Wait, I already have.
Right. No, really. It's like you would think, there was this absolute hysteria, dogs and cats living together, the whole thing on Twitter. So everyone was complaining about how this was a betrayal of their loyalty and blah, blah, and this and the other thing. And now no one is going to use Clip Studio Paint anymore. They were going to punish the company for going subscription only. Right. And that's the thing, though. It's not right at this moment. It is not subscription only. So I'm watching this whole thing. I'm watching the hysteria. I'm watching people saying it's like, oh, this is a betrayal, this, that, and the other thing. I mean, just the histrionics on it was just like, what? So I decided to look up, like people literally saying boycott Clip Studio Paint. It's like, I'm not going to recommend it to anybody anymore, this whole thing. So
but what I like is the people that were just using it a week ago, like, oh, the program's shit. And it's
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Really? Like all of a sudden, bro? Right? So, and that they were going to look for free alternatives and whatnot. It's like, okay, it's like, whatever. It's like, that's your choice or whatever. It's like, do whatever the fuck you want. But I decided to go to see myself what was going on at Clip Studio Paint. So at Clip Studio. So here's the thing. Okay, so why don't we do a little okay, let me share my screen here so that we can all we can all look at this.
All right.
So okay, so yeah, so here I
grabbed it.
Okay, there we go. So here it is. So here we go. So you can still buy Clip Studio Paint full price. Now, of course, the thing with Clip Studio Paint is that, especially in July, they usually hold a half off sale, right? So this is if you're just going to buy Clip Studio Paint off the bat. Now, you have the basic version, which is $50, and you have the EX version, which has, I think, like the animation program, and it has some advanced manga features in it for $200. You can still buy the program flat out as it is, right? But if you wanted to, it's like, say, if I heard correctly, that if you wanted updates, you have to be on a subscription service, right? Because I guess what it is, it's kind of like the editing program that I have for video. What it is that you pay the monthly fee so that every single update that they do to the program, you automatically have it on your program. You have the latest version of it, automatic, right? But if I could still just have the regular version,
right,
if I wanted. So same thing
that everybody has right now.
Right.
There's no new update right now.
Right.
You have the same shit as before still.
Yeah. Right. So here's the thing. Clip Studio Paint. Now here's the thing. Okay. So everybody was complaining about, how expensive everything is and this, that, and the other thing and whatnot. And this is, Clip Studio Paint going subscription model is discriminatory against impoverished people. That whole thing. That's a whole other, like I said, Twitter is very histrionic, but we'll get into that point in a minute. So, okay. So I'm on the website and I'm saying, okay, so what is the subscription model look like? Because there's certain things that Clip Studio Paint does that I was kind of curious to try out that Photoshop doesn't do.
Right.
And I go, you know what, but I really don't want to buy a full version because I don't know if I'm going to really like it.
Right.
So it's like, okay, they have a subscription service. So let me see, what if I just rented the program for a bit? It's like, because if I don't like it, then I don't have to, I'm not stuck.
There's
with
no commitment.
Right? So here's the thing. So we click on buy now. So what did their subscription services look like? So, of course, depending on how many devices you want to get on these, let's go all the way to the top. Okay. Let's say you have multiple, you have 4 devices, your PC, your laptop, your iPad, or whatever. And I would always recommend getting the EX version anyway, because, if you're going to pay for the top line version.
No, for sure.
That's just the way I look at it, So now, wait, did I? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I have to share the screen again.
I just realized that. Okay. So let me just remove that. Yeah, because it jumped into a, let me see.
That's the only thing that sucks.
Yeah, I wish that it would switch over. Yeah. Okay, so
it'll do it when you want, like showing your browser history.
Right, there we go. So here's the pick. So we're choosing the 4 devices. We're choosing EX. So, oh my God, how much could this subscription possibly cost?
I don't know. Is it going to show us when we click?
It's like, look at it like this, right? So everyone's comparing this to Adobe, right? Adobe at full price is $50-something because you got to add tax and whatnot. And, you're pretty sure that prices always go up, right?
Right.
So, oh my God, subscription service. They're forcing you to pay a monthly fee for this program. How the fuck am I going to make this work? Okay. So how much does the top tier subscription service to Clip Studio Paint cost? If you pay monthly, it's $14.99 a month. If you pay annually, it's $117.99.
It's at 99 cents that gets me.
It's at, right. It really is. Yeah, I know. It just
on either one. It doesn't matter if it's $14.99. Yeah,
right.
99 cents.
So of course, with tax and everything, so you figure you're paying $15 a month to pay for this program that everybody on Twitter for 4 devices that everybody on Twitter was saying this program was essential to their career, but they were willing to give up because now they have to go to a subscription service to get updates right now. Okay. Now look, I'll be the first one to say, right, exactly. So I'll be the first one to say, yes, this is them beginning to turn up the heat on the frog. Probably within a year or 2 years, they're going to go full subscription.
Oh, I'm sure.
I completely believe that. But right now, you can still buy the full version. And honestly, even if they go subscription service, I am guaranteeing that you will still be able to use your full version of the older model because you can still do that with Photoshop.
So instead of running away from it, you better fucking get it right now.
Exactly.
Before they do the full, like my Photoshop, dude, if I log out of that shit,
By the way, well, you see, the thing is though, but here's the thing with Photoshop though, I know that there's a thing where they're targeting certain serial numbers, to shut them off, to force you to move to the subscription model. Now, I've heard that there was a way to keep your computer from sending your serial number to Adobe, but I don't know how to do that. So I couldn't tell you how to do. I only heard that was possible. So I'm not telling you to keep your
Google
computer
that at
from
your own
switching.
risk. And as always, use secure VPN.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not telling you how to do this. I'm just telling you that I've heard that it was possible to keep your computer from snitching to your serial numbers to Adobe. So I would look into that. So here we go. So they're gnashing. So annually, if you wanted to pay for the subscription service, $118. I say, now here's the thing. What if this was too much for you, right? What if we go back and say, like for me, I only have one device.
It's that 99 again, Daphne.
I know, right? Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah,
so
if it was an even number.
So if I personally were to buy this, to get the subscription to Clip Studio Paint, I would be paying $9 a month.
Yes.
For the absolute full version of this program,
including updates,
including all the updates and everything. $9 a month. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the updates are. $70 a month. $72 a month, and not a month. That's the thing. A year. $70 a year, where Adobe is charging you full price $50 a month, right?
Right.
So it would take me about 2.5 years, 3 years to use Clip Studio Paint if I had bought to match the price of a full version, because I can't do math, so this is the thing, right? Now, I don't know about you guys, right? But like I said, people are saying that this, right. I mean, but Clip Studio 1, I mean, just like, Photoshop 1 doesn't work on any computer at all right now,
anymore.
So it's
this
like
is the future, but people are bitching now. Yeah. And what's really killing me is they're complaining. Okay, these people who said that this program was essential to them 4 fucking days ago are flipping their shit, and now you can't invest $8.99 in yourself and in your business,
right? You see, that's the thing, because it's like, because I don't know about you, if you can't figure out how to pay $9 a month for a program that you say is essential to your art career.
I got $9 in quarters right here.
You have bigger problems than whether you need Clip Studio Paint or not.
Whether you need Clip Studio Paint updates, because these are the people that are ranting like this are people who already have the basic program.
Right, exactly. So they can still use the basic program.
Absolutely.
But but the thing is, though, is that they're in hysterics over the idea of having to pay for updates. Now here's the thing. Now here's the thing that I really don't understand. Now, mind you, like I said, it's Twitter. I mean, it rewards histrionics.
It's Facebook too. It's not just Twitter.
It rewards absolute unhinged behavior. So it's like,
the conversations are more civilized on Facebook,
right? Exactly. It's more controlled. It's because it's a more controlled environment. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. At what point do you realize you have to make the investment? Every program. Do I like being nickeled and dimed? I'm not saying this because I like being nickeled and dimed. Okay, I don't like the fact that I have to get a subscription service. I have to create a login for every goddamn program that I need to use on the computer. Okay, I don't like that either. No. But the thing is, though, we live in a society. This is how shit
life is DLC now.
Yes, exactly. It's like, this is how things are. And it's like, I just find it easier for me to like, okay, this is what's happening. what's the solution?
Right.
Rather than screaming on a social media site how this is a slight on you personally. And this is also the thing.
Well, I'm
too,
personally offended.
Where it's like, and then it's like, but the thing is, though, what I really hate are the people who are concern trolling, pretty much,
the White Knight, Daphne?
Yeah, kind of, where it's like how this is unfair to impoverished people.
Oh.
And it's like, look, I don't think that there's really any way for me to kind of like go into this part of the conversation without sounding like a complete ghoul or
it's okay. Cunt away.
But the thing is, though, is that there's this phrase that I've heard in publishing, in printing and writing, that you do not create to the lowest common denominator in your audience. Okay. And what these people are saying pretty much are using as their, as the catalyst of their indignant outrage.
It's the straw man of their argument.
Is that poor people can't afford your product. I've already showed you $9 a month can get you the full version of this program.
But they're feeling sorry for the poor people that already have Clip Studio. So the poor people don't even have to pay the $8.99. The poor fucks that you're talking about already have the goddamn program. They don't need to worry about the updates. If you're so damn poor that you're living under an overpass creating comics, then you don't need to be spending that $8.99 a month anyway. Or you don't even need. You need to be clogging your tablet for a fucking hotel room for the night. And I know that sounds heartless and whatever, but I honestly don't give a fuck because this argument is stupid.
Yeah, it is a stupid argument. And it's like, look, if that makes you say, "Damn, Daphne, you're an asshole," it's like,
no, it's just Nita now. It's like, look at that.
It's like,
over there.
Okay. It's like it is what it is. It's like if this, if me saying that you being concern trolling, makes me an asshole, then okay, fine. It is what it is. It's like I can't help you there. But the thing is, though, it's like, I can't afford a Burberry trench coat. I can't afford a full set. You know what? Let's keep it in topic. I can't afford a full set of Copics. Holy shit. Copics are expensive. Those little motherfucking markers are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
But what's funny? I don't remember seeing any of these people complaining about the expensive Copics. I don't remember ever seeing that.
No.
I don't remember anybody saying how paying $8.99 for
because those same people would have been like, "Oh my god, what are you doing spending your money on that when you need to eat, bitch? Here's some Crayola and Rosa art markers."
Right.
That's the mentality they would have there. It's just they're pissy because now they're going to have to pay an extra fucking $8 or $9 if they want these updates that aren't even here yet.
Yeah, exactly.
You already have the program that you're utilizing that says that it, that you just said was essential, and now you're like, fuck it, it's garbage.
Right. Yeah.
What?
Right.
So actually, what you were just saying 3 days ago is this is worth money.
Right. Exactly.
You said it was essential to your business.
Yeah. Right.
And now suddenly it's shit.
Right. But also because poor people can't pay for it for some reason. I don't know. And the thing is, though, it's like, I really, it's like, look, that's exactly the next. Yeah. That's kind of like, poor compared to what? It's like what? It's because, again, it's like if you're in a situation where you can't meet your rent, where it's like you can't, it's like, you have bigger problems.
You have bigger problems than $8.99 a month.
It's like, it's like I said, I can't afford the full set of Copic markers. I have to literally buy them a little bit at a time. I have to choose which colors I use, and kind of, okay, I can get this set this month or something. It's like, it's ridiculous, right? But the thing is, though, it's like, am I complaining to Copics? It's like, oh,
dude,
you're being ableist or something. Whatever
anybody that's complaining about that,
whatever the trendy word is now on Twitter.
Ableist. I don't know. But don't you fucking dare pull up into a Starbucks, and don't you dare order an $8.99 fucking caramel frappuccino with extra drizzle. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I understand being nickeled and dimed with everything. Yeah, I do. I have four fucking kids, and we're a single family. We're a single income family. So yeah, I get it. There are times that it's like, okay, we have to prioritize what comes first. First comes the household expenses, then comes the kids, then the pets, then us, then the business. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that means entertainment gets dropped. Like, we don't have a subscription service to every fucking streaming service there is all the time.
Yeah.
Even though right now we kind of do. But we it's like, okay, is it going to be Disney Plus or Netflix or HBO Max? Who has the best shows this month? Type shit. That's the shit we drop. But you prioritize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the thing. So it's like, there are art supplies. Here's also the thing, to the other thing that also gets bitched about a lot. Wacom tablets.
You mean like this? That was on sale for $35?
Like that's right. That it's like that's also another thing that usually when people complain about the cost of being an artist, is like they complain about how they feel that they need to have a Wacom tablet. Now here's the thing. Okay. I just looked up Wacom tablets on Google. I just did a quick search. You can get a refurbished Wacom Graphire tablet, the little ones, for $20. But in the end, that's not what these people are complaining about. They're complaining about that they need to have the $2,000 model. Yeah, they need to have a Cintiq. And here's the thing. Why? You don't need to have a Cintiq to be an artist any more than you need an iPad, a $1,500 iPad to be an artist.
Well, no, there's luxuries we want. There's a difference between the want and the need.
I mean, there's this woman who was right, exactly, and we looked it up. It's like, is there kind of like that user hiccup in the beginning of using a Huion? Yeah, that's what I heard. And the drivers need a little massaging or whatnot, but once you have it going, it's
and not everybody has that complaint. I mean,
exactly. So it's like, so in the end, what are these people really complaining about? What are they really, arguing about?
Because reality is people just need something to bitch about.
But the thing is, though, like, there was the thing I think that really got to me about the whole argument was this whole sense of entitlement that everybody had. Like, they were entitled to Clip Studio Paint being the way it was, not being on subscription. Oh, okay, so there we go. There we go. Yeah, that they were entitled to being able to get, you see, and that's kind of what it was coming off as. It really is. There was this woman that I was following on Twitter where she taught art classes, and the art classes were done completely on iPads, and she hated it. Because the second an iPad didn't work, the kid didn't know how to function. They didn't know if all the lights, all the power went off in my house right now, I can still work. It's like, I'm still inking. I still have my sketch pads. I still have my pencils. I can still work. But it's like, yeah, if I didn't have my computer, could I still do Egoraven? Technically, sure. I could. I'd figure out a way to do it. Right. I mean, I just got it's like, look, when we were doing comics pre-Photoshop, we were gluing shit onto paper. We were gluing logos, okay? It's like we were figuring out this shit when Photoshop 1 was a thing. You know, I mean, it's like, yeah, I could figure out how to do Egoraven without if I didn't have my setup. I could still figure out how to do it. You know? Yeah, exactly. But it's like, but these, I don't know. It's like it's like no. I have to have a Wacom, and I think it's awful that they make it so expensive that I can't get it. It's like, okay, whose problem is that? It's like, don't we hate it? All the creators in the chat, don't we hate it when people come up to us at the conventions and it's like, why are you expensive? Why are you charging so much for your artwork?
Because I got to buy more shit.
Don't we hate that? But the thing is, don't we hate that? We hate that. It's like, oh, I don't think your artwork is worth whatever.
Right.
When really all they're doing is just trolling for cheap or / free artwork. You could charge $5 for artwork and there'll be somebody bitching.
There's being frugal and there's being a dick.
Right. But all of a sudden, but here's the thing. So all of a sudden, the developers who make all these updates possible for Clip Studio Paint, none of them exist anymore. All of a sudden, their time, their effort to make sure that you get the best program that they could put together for you, all of a sudden, they don't deserve to get paid for their work. They don't deserve getting paid for that effort they're putting in to make sure. All of a sudden, these same people who would be the first ones to bitch about people complaining about, I can't afford it's like, you're too expensive. Your artwork is too expensive. It's like, no, my artwork isn't too expensive. You just don't have the budget to afford me yet.
Or you're just being a cheap ass. You have the money, you just want to insult.
Right, exactly. That happens a lot too.
A lot.
But the thing is, though, that's the thing. It's like, I don't have a $2,000 Wacom because I'm cheap. I spent $1,600 for the Wacom tablet that I have now, the 16-inch Pro, right?
Right.
For $400 more, I could have bought the 22-inch, but I got cheap. And I regret being cheap. That's different than not being able to afford it altogether.
Right.
That's the thing. But here's the thing. If it really was essential for me to have, I would figure out a way to get it.
You'd already have it.
Which technically I have. I started off with a Graphire tablet, right? I do have an Intuos tablet. I moved up to the Intuos tablet. And then I was lucky to inherit a Cintiq, which I had that for a while until it broke. And then it's like, oh shit, I have to buy a new Cintiq. So that's how I ended up with the Cintiq I have now. But again, I was being cheap when I should have gotten the 22-inch. But I had, I decided that it was something that I needed to have, and I needed to make that decision. You get what you pay for.
And you have to invest if you expect it.
Right.
It takes money to make money.
Yeah, So it's like, that's the thing. I decided that I needed to work with Copics, that just having the Prismacolors and trying to, not only that, we have a friend who was actually friends with James O'Barr back in the day when he was doing the Crow. When he was doing that, and they would hang out in bars and shit, and he would show him pages of the Crow as he was working on it. You know what also James O'Barr did for those black backgrounds? That's not ink. That's black masking tape.
Get the fuck.
Because he said that he had it lying around and he didn't want to spend money on ink, so he would just use tape to black out the background.
God. You mean like my paint over here?
Yes, he was doing that to the original Crow pages.
That's fucking awesome.
So he figured out a solution for something. Yeah. Black tape, black masking tape. because it's like at the time, I guess he says that he couldn't afford the ink or something. He couldn't afford ink, or he was too, whatever. Something happened where he couldn't get ink.
Right.
So he just used black masking tape. So he found a solution to his problem. Right. So that's the thing. So it's like, so I decided that instead of chasing cheap markers, trying to avoid buying Copics, I was just going to say, fuck it. I need to make that investment. Copics and Prismacolors are the two markers that really work for me. I need to make that investment. I need to make that investment in buying the refills and whatnot. I mean, I keep my little list here of the next refills I have to buy, that I have to like, okay, the next payment that I get, I have to buy these refills. I mean, that's what it is. I can't buy them all at once, you know? So it's like, you know, that's the decision I have to make, you know? So it's like, if Clip Studio Paint is essential to what you do, you have to make a decision. Are you worth $9 a month? Are you worth $15 a month? You know, I mean, are you going to break your workflow because you just want to figure out who's the cheapest? You just want to work on a free program. Use Microsoft. Last I checked, Microsoft Paint was still free.
Well, like I said, the ones that were complaining were the ones that were just preaching about. The ones that are complaining were the ones who already own the fucking program.
Right,
They don't even have to pay the extra. They can just continue working with what they have. But instead, they're like, "Oh fuck, Clip Studio Paint, I'm deleting it."
Yeah, exactly.
Well, dummy, I mean, why are you going to shoot yourself in the foot?
Right, exactly. It's like Clip Studio Paint is not going to change their model. Okay, it's like, just like, it's like, look, speaking of nickel and diming, every company is doing this, you know. It's like, right, exactly. And you know, and it's like, look, every company is doing this. Even Disney is doing this. It's a big controversy in the theme park fandom right now, where Disney is nickel and diming everybody, where even like the joke is that the rides are now subscription based with the whole Genie Plus thing, you know. I mean, it's like, right. I mean, it's like, that's just the trend. That's the market trend right now. And it's like, and you either bitch about it or you either try to work with it, because you have no choice. If your work is important as you say it is, then this is what you have to do.
Yep.
You know, I mean, and that's the thing.
Or if not, take your ass to a craft store.
Yeah, exactly. Michael's, I have a Michael's
11
right
by
here.
17 pages and do it like that.
Exactly. You know, it's like, you know, go buy your shit at Michael's. You don't even have to buy them at Blix.
No,
Michael's is right there, you know, and, you know, you can do, you know, it's like, you know, yeah, you can do an entire comic with ballpoint pen. You know, if you really, yes, exactly. It's something that you have to, you know, that's what we all do. You know, do you complain that it's like, you know, you don't feel like, you know, that Le Cirque is too expensive for you to eat at? No, you're being ridiculous. That it's like that Lamborghini is ableist because you can't buy a Lamborghini? No, you're being absolutely stupid. So, and this is what these people are about complaining about Clip Studio Paint. They're being absolutely stupid. That what they're saying is that they would rather suffer and that they would rather suffer just to work on a free program than just pay the fucking money and work on the program that is part of their workflow already.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's like, I don't get it. I really don't. And like I said, and the hiding behind impoverished people, poor people, I think is actually despicable.
Yeah, I don't need your saving.
Right, exactly. You know, it's like, you know, it's like it's like what? It's like you only care because you have to shell out money. I mean, it's like, it's you know what? But it is Twitter. Twitter is a dumpster fire. That's why it's very important to curate your experience on Twitter. But the thing is, though, is that way too many people who consider themselves professional artists really, really love showing their asses on social media, which that could be like a whole other conversation in and of itself.
Oh, we can totally do that. I'm down.
You know, I mean, it's like, look, because all I'm going to do is whenever if I see you acting up online and I see you at a convention, that's all I'm going to remember. It's like, oh, yeah, you're the piss baby that was whining about $9 a month for Clip Studio Paint. Yeah, how's that working out for you? You know, I mean, like I said, that's a whole other issue.
Right.
And, you know, but that's the thing, though. It's like if you are serious about your craft, okay, if you are serious about your craft, about what you're doing, okay,
and this goes for any profession or any creative endeavor.
Yeah, exactly. It's like whatever. You can be a carpenter, you can be a plumber, you can be a comic book artist. It's the same. If you're serious about what you do, there are certain investments you have to consider making in order to do your job to the best of your ability. Okay? I mean, it's like no matter what you do, whether it's getting a certification, buying a certain program, buying a certain brand of tools, you know, it's like, yeah, deciding on the type of car that you need because going to conventions is that important to you and you need a car that will handle that type of mileage, handle that type of weight. Books are heavy.
Yeah, they are.
Books are heavy.
Fucking filled short box weighs what, like 50 fucking pounds?
Right, exactly. So it's like these are things you have to think about. You have to think about how serious am I? You know, it's like and plan accordingly. It's like, no, you can't get everything all at once. I mean, that's not, you know, but the thing is, though, you have to plan. I have to buy my Copics a little at a time, $50 at a time. You know, it's like I have to buy, you know, the refills.
Upgrade my equipment piece by piece.
By piece, exactly. You know, I spent $30 on a boom arm and some, you know, microphone accessories. You know, but already just the second I installed this thing, a boom arm. Okay, that's it. That's all it is. That's all I bought. But the improvement that I'm seeing is immediate. You know, yeah, I could have kept my microphone right there, you know, and screamed at it, you know?
Like Nita,
you know, but it's like, you know, I could do it right here now, you know, I can do it right here. It's like, it's right here. It's right here, you know, and it's much easier for me. It's off my table. I can push it out of the way when I'm done, you know. It's worth the $30. It's like, absolutely, it's worth the $30. I spent $300 on this chair. It's worth the $300. My back was killing me. No chair was working for me. You know, it's like I tried being cheap. Being cheap only made my back hurt worse. I couldn't sit down for long periods of time. I had to spend the money to get this chair. Am I complaining to the company? Why is your fucking chair so expensive? No, I made the decision. I needed it. Okay. You know, I mean, that's just what it is. You know, I spent $400 on a printer, on a large format printer. I made that decision. Now, mind you, I did miss out on a 50% off coupon. So I'm a little salty about that. You know, hey, always check coupons. You know, always check for coupons. Never pay retail if you don't have to. But the thing is, though, this was a decision I had to make.
Right now, there's the thing. And 3 months free, but people gonna complain. That 99 cents killing me.
But poor people can't afford it. Poor people can't afford that for some reason. I don't know.
If you cannot afford if you can't afford 99 cents,
you know,
maybe you need to be looking somewhere besides comic books to get your money.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this is a broke ass group. We struggle all of us.
Exactly. So. You know, yeah, so that's the thing. So it's like, you know what? Instead of complaining, it's like, oh, why are they doing this? Why are these companies doing that? Look, they're corporations. They're going to do whatever the fuck they want to squeeze that last pound of flesh out of you. That's just the reality of our situation, you know? So, you know, so it's like, look, all you can do is like, if you are serious about what you are doing and what you want to accomplish, you have to make concessions, okay? it's like whatever you need to do to
if you're so poor, then that's what you need to do. You need to be doing it on mobile. If you can't afford the $8.99 a month,
right? Exactly.
Or is it $7.99 a month? It's $8, right?
It was
either or. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's $8 if you just had one device, $15 if you had 4 devices.
What?
You know, it's like, yeah, exactly. You know, so yeah. So it's like,
hey,
you know
Jake.
what? Hey, Jake. Oh, hello. Yes. 4 is a mentality, you know, I mean, but the thing is, look, I'm not going to belittle people who are actually struggling. Okay.
No, that's
like
not it.
That's not what I'm doing. It's like, I'm kind of resenting the people who are hiding behind poverty just
because they don't want to have to spend a couple extra dollars a month.
They don't want to pay. But, you know, look, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, if what you're doing is important to you, you know, you will figure out a way. Yeah, if that's what it takes. You will figure out a way to get these things that you need. Okay? I mean, and that's just what it is, you know? Any last words, Nita? I mean,
Nah, I'm just ready for the backlash. Bring it on.
Yeah,
oh my God. Please email me at raginabc@gmail.com.
Like, send your anti-poor accusations to raginabc@gmail.com. You know, yeah. And like I said, it's like, if this makes me an asshole for thinking for okay,
so be it.
Fine.
So be
I mean,
it. We've been called names for less.
I'm an asshole. Stand on
total
line.
asshole.
You know, it's like, what can I say? So that's all I got. Thank you so much for spending this hour with us. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for pretty much understanding what I'm talking about here. I mean, it's like, we're pretty much, you know, that's what I love about the chat. We're pretty much on the same wavelength.
we got a pretty interesting group that sticks around with us.
You know, it's like, yeah, we're on the same wavelength here. But, you know, it's like, look, you know, if you know, and thank you to the 17 people who are watching us from regions beyond. That's the great eye, you know, looks down upon me, you know. So it's like, yeah, thank you so much for spending this hour with us. I hope you know, took something out of it or whatnot, or if you didn't, you know, I hope you enjoyed yourself anyway. So if you want to learn more about me and my artwork, you can head on over to my main portfolio site at egoworks.com, EGOWORKS, where you can find links to all of my galleries and social media sites, but I mostly post to Facebook. If you're interested in seeing sketches, current work in progress, the whole thing, updates about everything. Yeah, thank you.
We shared your campaign, Corey.
Yeah, there we go. And yes, you can also find me on YouTube, where you can you catch my live streams when I decide to do them. And but you know, I also simulcast through the Indie Comics Network, which I always have to check to remember to say it that way, because, you know, it's the new name.
Old habits die hard.
It really does.
The new branding is kind of weird still.
Yeah, so we simulcast. So I simulcast also through the Indie Comics Network. Again, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about the shows. Hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever whenever we go live anytime during the week. We have a lot of shows here. Right. Also at egoworks.com, you can read the first 5 issues of Egoraven, Heir of the First Unicorn, in its original black and white format, which was done pen and ink and a bootleg copy of Photoshop back in the day. Back in the day. Yeah, we were feral back then. But if you prefer your fantasy to be more of a Lord of the Rings type of adventure, you can follow the links over to talltalesonline.com and read the first 20 issues of Tall Tales for free. That, mind you, back in those days, pen and ink, and I was gluing that lettering down onto the paper. So there's always a way around everything. So, and also don't forget to sign up for our monthly newsletter. Well, not only will you get free comic PDFs for joining, but regular updates about our current and upcoming crowdfunding campaigns. And speaking of crowdfunding campaigns, Egoraven, Heir of the First Unicorn, is on Kickstarter right now, a project we love. Link is in the show notes. Let's unlock that third art print stretch goal by Monday. Let's let's just keep this ball rolling. thank you so much to everybody who has supported the campaign so far. I wasn't expecting this much for a trade paperback, but thank you so much for proving me wrong. And I look forward to be continued to prove wrong, to be proved wrong as we chug through, I think, the 28 days that we have left on the campaign. So there we go. So thank you so much for joining us. We will see you Monday. Who do we have joining us on Monday? We have somebody joining us.
Oh wait,
no,
we will.
It's a surprise. It's a surprise.
It's a total surprise. There's a reason, and it's not my irresponsibility.
Yeah, even though we joked about that earlier. Who we have on, it's like, and don't forget to tune in on Saturday, tomorrow at 8 p.m. for House of Bob, the live stream. So we will continue, our conversations there.
A whole lot nerdy and a little pervy.
There you go. Very much so. The one thing that Midjourney AI cannot do, we will be doing it. So that's it for me. Remember, in the words of the ancients, eat your food, moisturize, mind your business, and do the work, because when you actually do the work, you never have to fake your accomplishments. And we'll see you later.
And if you can't afford $8.99 or $7.99, $8.99, whatever a month, here you go.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, take it somewhere, Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
Fucking fuck.